Hi Stampers, this is Lynn Starzl, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And this is card number 4 for my Christmas card class that I held last week. And it uses the A Child is Born stamp set and the branching out dies. Now this is part of a bundle, the branching out bundle, but these are standalone dies. And a tip that I do when I'm using the dies, the ones I use I flip over. So the ones I'll be using are the second largest and the fourth largest. And this is called an Eclipse card, meaning part of it is popped up with a darker background behind it. And this stamp set is on page 16 of the September through December 2025 mini catalog. Okay, let's get started. My card base is basic black. My very first one that I did, I used Secret C, but then I ended up switching to basic black by accident. So anyway, either works. And this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then there are 2 pieces of basic white that are 4 by 5 1/4. One's for the inside and one's for the card front. So first we'll stamp with Memento Black this large image. You need to use, I think it's block E, yep, for this image. And I stamp towards the bottom, maybe a little bit to the right. And then I lay my smaller of the 2 dies over it so I can kind of see where I need to have my star. So I want to get up here. And then we would run this through your cut and emboss. You'd center these on here and run them through at the same time. And I've already done that. So then you have these 3 pieces. And so then what I do is I take my card base and I place this on here. Not adhering anything yet, but just getting it the placement where you want it. Okay, and now I'm going to take the center out. I'm going to get this back in place here. And I'm going to adhere that down. Now I'm going to take the outside piece and add adhesive to the back, and then I'll place that down. And at the class, if they didn't follow the PDF and they placed them in different order or whatever, they had quite a time getting things back lined up. Okay, now we got that down, and we'll take out that middle part. And on the back of that, we're going to use the foam adhesive strips. And then just lay some down. And these are slightly higher than your dimensionals. And then we're going to put that back down like so. I've been doing lots of stamping, so I've got kind of messy hands here. Put this down. So then you kind of have that, I guess, eclipse sort of technique there. Okay, so then what was a choice that they had to make was we used the gold shaker stars to add to the card. That's a little tricky with glue. Or they had the choice of using these shimmer star foam stickers, and they could use the black, and they already had the adhesive on the back. And some of them did choose to do that. But I keep my dimensional backing sheets, and then what we're going to do, I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. And then if I can get, ooh, I got some putty coming out here. Let's see. I'll put some there. I like to get the solid star, and then I just kind of I got the wrong side. I got it flipped over on me. Let's do another one. Here's one. A little bit through there. So it's a little bit frustrating, so that's why I gave them a choice. And here's one here. And there they've got their gold stars. Okay, then another choice I gave them was leaving the card front as is, or they could color the star with a yellow blend. And if they chose to, they could draw faces on. So I had made 2 other Eclipse cards using the party alphabet to do joy. And so this one I drew just simple faces on. And I colored the star on both of them. And I would say probably maybe a third of them chose to color the star. So, but we're going to leave this as is. And then the inside, I stamped the included sentiment that says, when they saw the star, they rejoiced. See if I can get this straight. We'll add that to the inside. If they did choose to draw the face, I'm trying to think where that card went now. Then we have the journaling pens, and this is what they used. And these come 3 in a package, and I think for $10. And this ended up being, I think, their favorite card. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching, and happy stamping.